but we have Dr. Brian Arnold with us. He is an inspirational speaker, author, coach. He has the Journey to Freedom Initiative founder. He's talking about the power of becoming, why every gift deserves a place at the table. I can't think of a better speaker. Doctor?
All right. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Well, I want to say good morning, and good morning to everybody. And I hope you're ready for this day. I was listening to a song this morning, and the lyrics said, "You're going to have a good day in every way because the God who made the universe knows you by your name." And so it's going to be a good day. And I thought to myself, it's not only going to be a good day, but it's going to be a great day. So tell me, just right now, raise your hand, I guess, are you ready to have a great day? Yeah, I can see the back of a lot of your hands, right? Now, when I heard I'd be celebrating National Disability Employment Awareness Month, I thought, finally a group that gets it, because most of us don't need just another meeting. We need a reason to believe again, right? And so somebody asked me the other day, he said, Dr. B, what do you do when life gives you lemons? We all know the correct answer, right? Well, not me. What I said is, what I do first, I check to see if they're organic, because I've learned a lot about everything that looks good isn't always good for you. But the truth is life doesn't just give you lemons, it gives you lessons. And what you do with those lessons determines who you are becoming. Today, my friends call me Dr. B, that inspirational entrepreneur, author, and coach. But before any of that, I was just a kid in special education classes. A kid who struggled to read, I struggled to focus, and I was labeled slow. And if you had seen me back then, you wouldn't have bet your lunch money that I'd be sitting and standing here today talking to you. But that's the beauty of becoming. It doesn't matter where you start, it matters who you decide to become along the way. Becoming isn't just about titles or money, it's about transformation. And every single day we're becoming something more confident, more patient, more faithful. And sometimes, actually we're more tired. But here's the good news. You get to choose what you become. And when you let God write your story, he'll turn your weaknesses into weapons for your purposes. This celebration today, National Disability Employment Awareness Month, isn't just about awareness, it's about acknowledgement. So if you are an employer that's there today, when you hire someone with a disability, you're not giving to charity, you're unlocking capacity. You're gaining creativity, loyalty, and determination. The truth is, you're getting people who know how to fight through things that others walk away from. And to those who have been labeled or underestimated, you're not your diagnosis, you are not your limitations, you are surely not what you've been told you are. You, my friend, are a gift, and every gift deserves a place at the table. Now, if truth be told, when I think back to my own trajectory and what I was told, I wasn't even planning, based on the things that you guys tell me, right, that I was told, I wasn't planning on going to college. I wasn't even thinking about college because these beliefs that had been put on me in my own life. One of my teachers literally told me she was frustrated with me. I wasn't doing the things that she thought I could do. And she flat out said, Brian, you're just not college material. And of course, I believed that. I believed it wholeheartedly. I guess I'm not going to college. I'm going to go to trade school. I'm going to go do something. But I just happened to be a pretty good athlete. And when those scholarship offers started coming in, my mom, my wonderful mom, she said, Mama pulled me aside and said, baby, if you just go to college and you graduate, I will buy you a Jeep. And for me, that was enough for me to go to college. The promise of the Jeep after. I don't know why, but that was enough. So I did go, not because I believed in myself yet, not because somebody believed that I could do it. I went there because there were other people in my life that believed in me. And once I got there, I met my coach, Coach Terry France, and he saw something in me that I couldn't see myself. He believed in my becoming before I did. He just didn't coach athletics. He coached identity. And that's what I needed. He said, Brian, you're more than an athlete. You are a person that can make an impact. And that belief planted a seed that grew into everything that I am today. When I graduated, I decided I wanted to be a teacher. And I wanted to go back to Colorado and be a teacher where I grew up. And because I was going back home, right? I had my degree. I had my passion. I had my purpose. I was ready. Then I found out that to teach PE, I had to pass a spelling test. I said, what? Wait, are you kidding me? You want me to run, teach basketball, blow whistle, and spell onomatopoeia? No way, that's ridiculous. But because of my dyslexia, I couldn't pass the test. I missed the mark by a few points again and again. I tried several times. And well, I probably missed it by a lot of points. But it just didn't make sense. It still doesn't to me. But that's the thing about becoming. It rarely makes sense while you're in it. So I remember I said, praying, Lord, how can I teach kids to believe in themselves if I can't even pass this stupid test that doesn't even measure my heart? But you know what? God was working on me. He was showing me becoming isn't about titles, it's about trust. So I loaded up my family. I went back to California. And 3 years later, I wasn't just a PE teacher. I was a professor teaching computers at the university level. So to the employers here, thank you. I want to thank you for seeing what others overlook. Thank you for seeing beyond the exterior. Thank you for giving gifts a place to grow. But I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to keep going. Don't just check the diversity box. Open the door wider. Don't just make room at the table. Build a bigger one. Because when you do, you're not only changing a person's life, you're changing their family, their legacy, their whole trajectory. And to every individual here who has ever been told you can't, listen to me now. I'm saying listen to me now. Don't let someone else's limited vision, their limited vision, define your limitless potential. Even if you have to start small, keep one promise to yourself. Show up when you didn't feel like it or when you don't feel like it. Speak faith instead of fear. Each small act of courage shapes who you're becoming. Let me tell you where it all came full circle for me and how I made the differences in my life. I was deep into my doctoral program. I was feeling good. I was moving forward. I was doing something others told me was impossible and would never happen. And so I went to the Office of Disabilities to renew my accommodations, like I had always done, and let them know I was going to need some help. They looked at me and said, Dr. Arnold. And that was kind of funny because I hadn't actually got my doctorate yet, although I hadn't finished, but they said, Dr. Arnold, and we got nothing. We got nothing for you. We don't have anyone at this level who can accommodate you. I'll say it again. We don't have anybody at this level who can accommodate you. You have reached the ceiling, and you, my friend, are on your own. I just stood there smiling like, finally, I realized I'd become the answer to the prayer that I had been praying over and over. I didn't need permission to belong anymore. I didn't need accommodations to prove my worth. I didn't need to spell to be noticed or accepted. At that point, I knew I was truly enough. So here's my charge to you guys today. As you're thinking about your life and your impact, for the employers here today, build tables big enough for every single gift. Individuals, believe in your own worth before anyone else does. And communities, celebrate differences as divine design, not defects. Because when we each step into our power of becoming, the world changes one story, one open door at a time. So let's keep becoming. Let's keep building. Let's keep moving forward. Let's stop making excuses for playing small. Let's become the person that you were put on this earth to be. Please remember, every gift deserves a place at the table. And you, my friends, are God's greatest gift. I want to thank you for allowing me the 10 minutes that you did today. And now I want you to go out. I want you to have a great day. I want you to have it in every way. You deserve everything that this life has to offer you. I'm Dr. B. Thank you very much for having me.